So appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Twitch, YouTube, the NFL app, and of course over on the ESPN app. You guys have been awesome this entire tournament long, and we got plenty of action still to come. It's 1st and 10 with Pavin. He's got Vic rolling out of the pocket. John Ross doesn't hang on to it. He's going to go to a 2nd down.
Rolls out right, tries to hit that corner out, and man, Nick, I would have paid pay-per-view charge to watch this matchup. I'm so excited. I know I wanted to compete in this tournament, but if there was anyone I'd want to watch, it'd be these two guys and how they play offense as KIV gets a huge sack.
I mean, if you want to Venmo me like 50 bucks, I'll make it feel like pay-per-view. I'll take the money, man. I don't care. 3rd down and 16 after KIV gets the sack. Jerome Baker, the Miami Dolphin, gets in the backfield. Only a 2-man rush from KIV. He's looking left side, patient, waiting for John Ross to get all the way across the field. Give him 29.
So smart by Pavin. KIV gets stuck on his D tackle. Linval Joseph is a low cap player. He's terrible in pass coverage, obviously. Pavin recognizes it, throws right at him to John Ross for a huge 1st down to convert.
If Linval Joseph is watching at home, that's just Tyler Davis's thoughts. They do not reflect the thoughts of anybody else in this commentary team. Don't be mad. He picks up 1 on the ground.
I think Linval Joseph would even agree. He's not meant to be in pass coverage covering John Ross. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
Hey,
but
I trust the skill of any NFL player, okay? Linval Joseph, I'm sure, has great pass coverage rating. He's got quick feet, quiet hands. I'm getting into my Mel Kiper. It's getting weird. 2nd and 9, Vic. Dropping back, waiting, looking over the top. Does he have him looking for Cribs? Oh, great play by KIV, getting back there with Taylor Mays.
He's tired.
Ooh, it looked like Pavin had him for a second. The pass lead outside wasn't as great as he probably wanted. KIV's able to click on with that Taylor Mays and make a great play. I think he could have picked it. I think he wanted the pick too, very upset. But now a big 3rd and 9 here already on Pavin's 1st drive.
Well, Pavin's already picked up 1 3rd and long. How can he do with a 3rd and medium? Both these players will be running out of that gun bunch formation. Similar offenses. 2 of the top players in the game right now. We get it in the quarterfinals for $10,000. Vic trying to avoid Amos. Oh, he swerves inside and picks up the 1st down. Gave him the old Matador.
Oh, that was nasty by Pavin. A little swerve inside, and he's able to convert. Wow, what a play by Pavin. And Nick, these guys know each other so well. They know everything they want to do. Like we said, they're in the same crew. But they said they thought they might play each other later on in this tournament, so they haven't played each other in months preparing for this tournament, but they do know what each other wants to do on offense.
1st and 10, Winslow takes the carry. That's interesting to hear, TD, because you think of these crews, how tight they are and how much they lab. But when you see that possibility to match up, they're going, wait, we're not even going to bother playing against each other because we want to save our best stuff if that does happen.
Yeah, and it's real interesting when it gets down to these crew matchups, as you see Pavin going with the corner out drag combo there underneath the Torrey Halt. But, it's interesting because both these guys said they lab with guys like Wesley, Henry, and Allen. You know what I mean? So it's like weird, like, is Wesley, Henry, and Allen, who are they going to side for? I know Pavin and Henry are like best friends. KIV close to Wesley. Like, it's a weird dynamic. Like, who's telling who what each other's going to run? Or are they just not talking to each other? So every time these kind of close guys in the crew match up, it always gets interesting.
I remember Pavin in the LCQ in that final game had a chance if he were to win it. He would have been in KIV's group as that play goes for only a couple. It's going to be a 4th and 5. KIV really locking down on the other side of the field.
Great defense right there by KIV. He decided to bring the heat, and now we already have a sticky situation. 4th and 5. Pavin doesn't have a great kicker, so he cannot kick a field goal from here. He's going to go for it.
Momentum play early. 4th and 5. Holt motions back to the right side. Vic dropping back, only 3-man rush from KIV. Look for the flat. It's over Crib's head, and KIV's going to get the stop. TD, what happened there?
You see Pavin saying, my bad. He had the flat wide open. He just waited too long, and he got that animation that Cribs, kind of just stopped already. And by the time he threw it, he didn't even get a chance to go to the ball. And right there is a huge momentum play. KIV is in business.
Shea Kivlin still, I mean, it's still unbelievable at how dominant he has been, a stalwart of the Madden community. TD, he's only 22 years old. He's still very much young kid.
Oh, it's crazy. Over $240,000 won. Like I said, 16 of the 18 events we've had, he's cashed in 11 consecutive.
Oh, no!
Oh, he missed with the pick on Reed, and now a little sticky with John Ross. Hit him with a stop and go, and pick up 23. Back-to-back missed opportunities for Pavin, Tyler Davis.
Pavin, yeah, looking a little shaky here on offense and defense, and a staple of these 8-1-8 guys bunch offense is those quick flats to the outside. KIV able to convert and pick up a big first down.
Looking left side, Merton Hanks in on the coverage, but he'll pick up 2. That basically in this bunch offense is a run play.
Without a doubt. They don't have a running back, so that's how they get these small yardages. But I like to see how they're both coming out quick snapping. I'm barely getting a chance to talk because they're coming out right away. As you see KIV with a nice quick laser to the streak. That's, I think, a strategy for these guys because they know each other so well. They want to come out quick snap as soon as possible, try to get the defensive user stuck on their D tackle.
Not letting them get their defenses set up as we'll head to the end of 1. Pavin stopped on his first drive. KIV on the march on the 21-yard line. Scoreless here in the quarterfinals. Nick Mazesco, Tyler Davis along with you. What a day of action has been. 2 great quarterfinals to kick it off and 2 more to go, including this one between guys with 2 belts between. On the left side, that's the halfback, Jalen Samuels. We've actually seen out of this bunch formation, even though they don't have a running back to run the ball traditionally, they'll still use Samuels in the passing game.
Definitely, you know, Jalen Samuels is actually a pretty solid pass catcher in real life. He's only 11 cap here. They utilize him a lot in the passing game. A lot of those wheel routes, they're very difficult to guard. You know, no zones really cover it. Man-to-man can't really cover it. You got to kind of use that route. As you see KIV there, goes for a nice 5-yard gain.
Screamer off the edge, and down goes Griffin. And who else but Troy P. off the edge with some speed.
Yeah, Pavin dialed it up there, brought the heat. Troy P. comes clean off the edge, and now a big 3rd and 11 here for KIV. What's he going to go to? I would expect maybe a slant post combo or a corner route.
He'll stay in that bunch. Griffin in the pocket, 3-man rush from Pavin, waiting, looking. He could put a picnic blanket down if he wanted to. Nick Bosa eventually gets to the quarterback, and he will hold KIV to a field goal attempt.
Great defense by Pavin right there. He went with a coverage concept. He manned up 2 of the receivers, then used the 3rd one and forcing KIV to kick a field goal. But if you're KIV, not a bad drive. You know, you got that first stop. You're in control of the game now. You're going to have the lead, and you get the ball at half.
Kick is up. It is good. 3-0. KIV takes the lead. So we've seen 2 early drives from, 2 passers out of bunch, TD. Didn't feel like either drive particularly felt better than the other. KIV just able, with that good field position off the missed 4th down, able to get a little deeper into territory.
Points can be crucial here, especially at the end of the year now in Madden 20. You know, everyone knows what each other's doing. Defense is really at an all-time high right now. Most guys know what each other are doing. So when you get in the red zone, you cannot, or get close to the end zone like we saw Pavin, you got to really try to get in those field goal range and get those points on the board. We'll see what Pavin does here on the 2nd drive.
Josh Cripps in motion to the right side as Vic drops back to pass. 5-man rush picked up nicely. Looks over the middle of the field, and there's John Ross. Once again, the Cincinnati Bengal has 10 career touchdowns, but it doesn't matter what your stats look like in Ultimate Team. It all matters about those ratings.
Beautiful play right there. It's a popular concept we see from Pavin a lot. You know, the backside skinny post with the drag corner combo. Those skinny posts will always beat cover 2 if you don't have anyone over the middle. Pavin goes to that for a big completion.
1st and 10. We're rolling out right side. Nobody open, good coverage. And TD, talking with these players, I always ask them, what would you rather do? Would you rather play somebody in your crew, or would you rather play somebody who runs a unique offense, somebody like scheming? And almost always, they always say, I'll play the unique offense because it is so difficult going up against the guys you lab with all the time. You don't have any secrets to hide.
1,000%. It's always the worst when you get deep into a tournament and you got to go up against someone in your crew. You guys play all the time, so he knows exactly what you want to do. That's never fun, you know. So, and you see Pavin, he keeps trying to go to that streak over the middle with the motion over, and he's going up top.
Oh, he's looking for him over the top again for Cripps, and again almost picked off. 2 deep streaks, 2 almost interceptions. Close only counts though in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Yeah, Pavin keeps trying to hit these deep streaks in the seams. Sometimes he's motioning over a streak, and KIV has him manned up usually every time, but then it turns into a cross man when he motions him over. So, but Pavin, a little risky right there. That's a throw you cannot make. KIV almost picks it off, and Pavin's going to decide to punt here. He learned his lesson from the first drive.
And try to angle this one out of bounds and pin him deep. This one looks like a good punt. Out at the 1, and you see a fist pump from Pavin. Hashtag special teams matter.
That is a punt dot, as we call it. Phenomenal job right there, pinning him at the 1-yard line, and now it's very scary for KIV here. Pavin's going to bring the heat.
We got punt dots, we got them throwing dots, we got TD bringing the commentary dots. We got dots all over the place. 1st and 10. No longer in the shadow of your own end zone. You're just in your own end zone. Near the 2-minute warning. Will Pavin bring some heat to try to pick up a freebie? Griffin dropping back. Heat picked up. Quick baby out route to Torrey Holt. He'll pick up 8 and give KIV some breathing room.
Just so smart right there by KIV, and that's why he's an offensive mastermind. He recognizes the heat's coming, just puts Torrey Holt, who's his best receiver, in the slot on a little baby out route. Pavin did not have any hard flats or any short coverage there. He's able to pick up nice 7 yards, and now he's got some room to work with.
2nd and 3. Quick throw over the middle. Oh, he wasn't on the underneath. Linebacker might have had an opportunity to pick that one off. You see the machine that is young KIV, 6 of 6. Perfect to start the day.
I had flashbacks of that Clef Henry game. That looked like the throw that Henry made. Clef was able to get the pick to win the game. Pavin a little late right there. KIV able to get it in there.
Come on.
RG3 slides down. Pavin looking for the big hit. This is young KIV, I believe. Yes, as I remember what this. He has the most Madden MCS appearances of anybody in the Madden Bowl. 13 major appearance here at the bowl with that quick throw to the left side. His first one was all the way back in the Madden 16 championship. TD, KIV has been a stalwart here in the MCS.
It's insane. I mean, 13 appearances, you know, there's been talk on Twitter. Was it easier to win back in the old school, the new school, whatever? That doesn't matter. To make 13 appearances, to cash in 16 out of 18 as he throws a nice dot right there to Cribs. But to cash in 16 of 18 events is insane, and you see why. Look at his offense. He's got lasers all over the field. Nice dot right there to Cribs.
The only events young KIV has not cashed at, the Madden 18 Classic and the Madden 16 Challenge. Madden 16 Challenge, he didn't even play it. 1st and 10, back into the bunch for KIV. He tells himself, get 7. Wants to put a touchdown on the board. Pavin looking to D it up. Griffin drops back to pass. Stepping up, he'll take off. Looks to the first down, he'll slide down right at the marker. They'll give him the first. The clock keeps rolling. He's at the 24-yard line.
Nice scramble right there. And, you know, both these guys known for their offense, but I always say this about KIV, you know, he's very underrated on defense. And when I watch Pavin and I study him, I think he's improved on defense every big tournament game he's played in. He keeps getting better. So both these guys very underrated on defense.
Hey, remember all the way back to that belt that Pavin won in the Madden 19 Club Championship, TD. He was running that 3-3-5 loop defense and created pressure the entire tournament.
Oh, yeah, that 3-3-5 was scary, man. He was on aggressive sometimes. People didn't know it. He had sheds coming through, and, man, it went on to win him 100K. So that's what I mean. He's very underrated on defense.
I had it. Oh, my God, I had it.
Screamer off the edge, Dante Jackson. First time we've really seen KIV under pressure, and it comes from the corner blitz. 3rd and 12 upcoming. You heard KIV say, give me 7. Can he pick up at least 12 on the ground? Have a chance at 7. Flipping the bunch over to the left side of the formation. John Ross alone on the right side. Griffin dropping back, pressure off the edge, takes off. Can he get past Warren? He'll slide down, short of the line to gain though. Timeout taken by Pavin, 4th and 1.
I thought if KIV would have waited about 1 more second, he could have slid for the first. He goes down just short, and he's going to take his points. Oh, man, so Pavin living, you know, on a prayer in the red zone here. He's holding the field goals. That was a bang-bang close play, and KIV now up 6-0.
Shout out to Bon Jovi. 6-0 KIV on top. This does seem like the game of missed opportunities so far. TD, Pavin missing out on that little that flat route on 4th down. KIV not picking off 2 passes. I mean, it seems like we could have a whole different game if those plays go another way.
I agree. I think both guys kind of missing opportunities, but I think that goes to show that how they know each other so well. You know, everything they're going to do, they know. So they got to kind of switch things up. You see KIV, we're trying to quick snap him, throw those quick streaks when Pavin's blitzing. And, you know, Pavin with that missed flat row on that first drive could come back to bite him. And I think he's going to try to take a chance here with 11 seconds.
Vic dropping back, pressure brought off the left side, tries to get away with Vic, but the interior of that defense, it holds Michael Vick, and they will let this run to zeros on the clock. 6-0. KIV with the lead. TD, are you surprised at all how that first half went? Both KIV being in the lead and how low scoring it was.
I am, you know, not really what we expected. We thought this was going to be an offensive juggernaut, an offensive affair, but like I've been saying a million times, I think this just goes because they know each other so well. Same crew, they see each other's bunch all the time. They're similar, and I think that's why we have a defensive battle here at halftime.
Halftime here in our third quarterfinal of the day. Young KIV has kicked 2 field goals, and that's been enough to give him a 6-0 lead over Pavin. Plenty of time left. Guys, if it's even humanly possible that you know someone who hasn't already gotten in the game, you need to tell them that it's 70% off right now. That's right, on Xbox and PS4, Madden NFL 20 is currently 70% off. It's for a limited time, and the sale will go away pretty soon. So tell whoever that person is that doesn't have Madden 20, their time is now to get in the game. Taking a look at top prize winners in the remaining field. Look at how much money is between Young KIV and Pavin. I'm doing my quick math. Between the two of them, they almost have $400,000.
Just insane. And what, they're only 41 years combined? I mean, just unreal to have all that money at such a young age. But both those guys are very smart with their money. We talk to them, they like to invest, they like to save, and they both build their brands excellent. So it's 2 smart young men.
While we deal with a brief technical issue, let's take a look at the bracket. This battle between KIV and Pavin, spot in the semifinals on the line. And you look ahead to later today, TD. Joke taking on Drini. The final runner remains in the tournament.
Oh yeah, it's a reason that's the main event of the day. I mean, Joke and Drini, they don't need to say much about them. Both these guys have done it all. Joke looking for that first belt.
Got 10 minutes left in this ball game. The technical issues are fixed, but are the issues on the field fixed? Who will break this one open? It seems like it's like a volcano ready to explode as KIV will get the ball to start the second half. Back into that gun bunch. RG3 stepping up, stepping out, looking, throwing it, but he threw it into the bench.
Just excellent defense right there by Pavin. He had everything manned up. He used the halfback wheel, which was uncovered. And KIV, I think, thought maybe he was bringing a little pressure. He tried to, you know, hit those double streaks in the seams that he loves. But Pavin all over it with some great coverage defense.
Crazy to think that RG3, coming out of Baylor, such an accurate passer with such athleticism. Man, those injuries just got to him. Couldn't put it together in the NFL. Now sitting there on a pretty good Ravens squad, though. As Fred Warner right down Broad Street, and RG3 looked like a statue waiting for Warner to lay him out.
What a critical adjustment, a timely play by Pavin. He came with the user rush up the middle. KIV wasn't expecting it, and now a hard 3rd and 20 to convert. Let's see what KIV can cook up.
Got deer in the headlights. Look at left side, almost picked off. Martin Hanks was there. And you talked about KIV missed out on 2 picks. Pavin gets paid with a missed left.
Oh boy, risky pass by KIV. He's playing with fire. Pavin, if he would have picked that, would have been in complete control. And now KIV punting it away. But wow, what a risky pass by young KIV right there.
Listen, we always say you got to risk it to get the biscuit, but that one was a little too much risk. 1st and 10 for Pavin. Decent field position on his own 34-yard line. Big stepping up, waiting for that crosser. He'll throw it underneath the Holt, avoids the hit stick, and because of that, he'll pick up an extra 10 yards, give him 15 to the 49-yard line.
There goes that playmaker again. That's why most of these passers have Torrey Holt in the slot. And I want to see Pavin, what he did on his first drive. He really came out and quick hiked KIV. And KIV got stuck on his D-tackle a couple times. I'd like to see Pavin go back to that strategy a little bit.
Vic, just a little swerve back inside to avoid Jair Alexander. He'll pick up another 1st down with the mobile quarterback.
99 overall, Mike Vick, probably the greatest Madden player in the history of Madden as far as a character in the game to use. And as you see right there, Vick just too much speed, swerves inside, picks up a big first down, and Pavin on the move here.
By the way, if you want to get your hands on a Michael Vick, I'm pretty sure the Madden NFL Direct page just revealed an Ultimate Legend Mike Vick that's coming out tomorrow. As right up the middle, KIV says, you brought Fred Warner up the middle on me, I'll bring Fred Warner up the middle on you.
Anything Pavin can do, KIV says I can do better, and he does the exact same thing we saw on the last drive, brings the user blitz to force Pavin into a long 2nd and 16 here. Looks like Pavin's going to go to verticals.
And he's looking, and he's waiting, and now he's in trouble outside of the pocket.
Come on.
And he'll throw this one away. Good defense by KIV, really mixing up the blitz versus the stock rush. Pavin's only 5 of 11 passing the ball.
Every time Pavin kind of gets on the move, gets closer to field goal range, KIV tightens up and really locks up. And now it's a big 3rd and 16 here for Pavin.
And he's looking over the middle, and he hit Torrey Holt, who gets absolutely obliterated. Oh my God, at the 31-yard line, he hangs onto the ball. 4th and 3, and Pavin will settle for 3.
Ooh, and he went a little over, but I think he should be able to still hit it. But what a hit right there by KIV. And Pavin with the big decision right there. I thought he might think about going for it, but still early here in the second half. I think that's the smart choice, the right choice to take your 3. 6-3 now. What a game. I think everyone coming in kind of thought, you know, we'd see 30-24, but 6-3 almost heading into the 4th quarter. Insane.
That hit was unofficially sponsored by Advil, Tylenol, and Excedrin. That was an absolute blast to keep him from picking up a first down. Now KIV comes back out on offense. 22 years old. And yet has won $240,000 playing the game of Madden. Outside the pocket, he's going to challenge the user, and Josh Cribbs can't hang on to the ball at the 35-yard line. Almost a big play.
That's a big drop right there for KIV. He made the smart play. Pavin had a linebacker on him. He doesn't have Lurker on that Simmons, so he wasn't going to be able to get there. But Josh Cribbs just can't make the big catch for him on the sideline. And 2nd and 10 for KIV.
Just a 3-point game. It's interesting talking to KIV. We asked him about his legacy in the game of Madden. He says, listen, I don't really entertain that stuff. That's for others to decide. I just got to be my best. And he's going to take a shot to Ross, and it's picked up by Tracy Porter. And there goes Porter the other way. Can he put Pavin in good field position to the 38-yard line? The first mistake for young KIV. It's an interception to the former New Orleans Saint.
That's the momentum shift Pavin needed. What a risky pass again by KIV. He's thrown a couple of those this game, and there, fortunately for Pavin, he's able to come up with this one, and now he's in business on the 38 on the move.
Waiting, looking, he's got the cross. Can Amos get back there? One-handed catch by Ross. Brings it in, toe tap on the sideline. Fancy feet like Fred Astaire.
Nice dot right there. Looked like he was open for a while, and then KIV kind of clicked on the last second. A nice click on, made the play scary, but Pavin able to convert, and he's in the red zone now.
Inside the 20-yard line is Pavin. He's going to drop back to pass out of this formation. Unexpected. He'll take off with Vick, and he'll get to the 7-yard line. A little creativity from the 3-time Raiders Club champ.
Yeah, nice little rollout there with Vick. And Nick, you get the feeling this is going to come down to the wire. This is going to be nitty-gritty down to the end, get into this 4th quarter territory.
Kellen Winslow powering forward to the 3-yard line. Is it harder for these bunch players to play inside the red zone because they don't have that running back?
Definitely, you know, you can't really mix in the draw or the base or the sweep, and Pavin sticking to Winslow. He put it on aggressive here, so he either falls forward or could fumble. These plays are big right here.
How about neither? He'll lose a yard. The defense from young KIV. That's the problem with coming out in that near formation. They know exactly what's coming. That's why I was so surprised to see Pavin actually go into a passing play out of that to try to mix things up. How about this? 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Pavin in field goal range. He doesn't have to run this play. He could take it all the way to the 4th quarter. KIV using tailor-made from the gap. He's going to drop back to pass out of this. He'll throw it. Low pass. Torrey Holt brings it in. He fights through the contact and gives Pavin the first lead of the game.
What a dot by the 3-time Raiders Club champion. A low ball to his tight end. who had Torrey Holt there, and he's able to take the lead. What a clutch drive. What a clutch play by Pavin.
Torrey Holt, the 7-time Pro Bowler, 10th all-time in receiving yards, and #1 in the hearts of Raider Nation as their man Pavin takes the lead. Winslow, he'll return this to the 25-yard line. Pavin's feeling it right now, TD.
Yeah, that was a huge drive. You see the confidence oozing, and now, KIV, it's your turn, man. The floor is yours. KIV regarded as probably the best offensive player in the game. Let's see what he has.
Not only that, but we've seen him have some clutch plays in his Madden career. 1st and 10, waiting. He'll look right side for Holt. Very similar play we saw from Pavin, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Pavin with that slim 4-point lead. KIV with the ball. This game far from over, folks. We got 5 minutes of fireworks, and it's only a 10-6 ball game. We're headed to the 4th quarter, and it's presented by Creamy Snickers. You're not smooth when you're hungry.
This party's garbage.
That bad, huh?
It is that bad. It's like a bag of zeros.
Try this Creamy Snickers. You could use a little smoothness.
Is that one of the zeros?
Get smooth with the fresh ground nut butters and creamy Snickers.
What a season young KIV has had so far. Took 3rd at the Classic. Lost in the Seahawks Club Final to Decroft, who's already in the semifinals here at the Bowl. Placed top 8 at the Challenge. He's currently in the quarterfinals and looking to put 10K in his pocket, but he's got to overcome a 4-point deficit. Griffin dropping back outside of the pocket. Playmaker up the field, but he can't get it off. He's lucky it wasn't a fumble.
Oh, man, that was almost a super dot or almost a game-changing fumble. He playmaker the last second, but I talked about that RG3. I don't love his release. I know it was a tough play to get off of anyone, and Pavin's fortunate he's able to get the sack there. He probably wanted the fumble, though.
4:30 and counting in the 4th quarter. Griffin dropping back on 2nd and 10. Good coverage downfield. You see him using with Simmons, but he's going to take a shot into triple coverage. Oh, young KIV, what you doing? Young fella, he knows that was a mistake as it's going the other way. Pavin could have sealed himself a spot in the semifinals.
The gambling man costing himself a debt. KIV has taken so many chances in this game, and they're not the smartest. Just not a smart play right there. You're driving perfectly. Don't throw it in double coverage like that. I know he had a step on him, but you're too late with it. And now Pavin in complete control.
Pick up 1st and 10 underneath to Torrey Holt. How good has Torrey Holt been for Pavin, not just here at the Madden Bowl, but throughout the LCQ as well?
Come on.
Man, if Pavin goes on to win a 2nd belt, he's going to have to send a thank you tweet out to Torrey Holt or something, because that Torrey Holt has made some big plays for him. And, you know, I'm super impressed with Pavin, man. I feel like every time he's in these situations, he comes up clutch. He's made some clutch plays all tournament long so far in LCQ and in the Madden Bowl.
Crazy that we could be headed towards our 2 LCQ qualifiers being in the semifinals for the Madden Bowl. Just shows never give up. If you can get that final spot, you can fight your way through and put 10K in your pocket with a win here. Pavin on 1st and 10. He'll hand it to Winslow, who's stumbling and bumbling, but picking up the 1st down, give him 14.
There goes that Kellen Winslow. And funny, to your point, Nick, on the road to the Madden Classic shows we did, I actually said on who we predicted to win, I thought the LCQ winner you know, would win the Madden Bowl. And they made me pick a guy. I said J-Wall. Obviously, that didn't work out. But I did say the LCQ winner, I thought, had a good chance to make a run and win. And possibly they do, you know, Decroft and Pavin. Because I'm telling you, momentum matters here in competitive Madden.
TD, did you just hear Mo give himself pats on the back, tooting out his own horn? You're like, I got to get in on this action.
Yeah, man, I see User and Mo going at it. And by the way, they might be starting a nice rivalry. They might be one of the biggest rivalries we have now in Madden. Those guys are fun to watch. They've done a great job.
1st and 10, Torrey Holt underneath. Find his way to the 50-yard line. TD jealous that he's not in the 3 box. He's stuck over here in the 2 box with me. 2nd and 5. 2:55 to go. Big play just getting him out of bounds to stop the clock. Can he put a field goal on the board, or can he put a touchdown that'll put this one out of reach? Shotgun formation as he flips the bunch back to the left side. Not even 20 years old. For young Pavin, Lockhart pressure up the middle. He finds Josh Cribbs. brought the blitz with Fred Warner, but Pavin recognized it. Cribbs, all he did was catch the ball.
KIV gambling a lot this game. He did it again. Almost got home with the user rush. Pavin recognized it through the quick drag over the middle where KIV's user would have been. And he's able to convert for a first down. And now here we go. We're heading to the 2-minute warning. KIV's got to stand up for himself.
Oh, Pavin's going to take a delay of game, TD. That seems like a mental lapse here near the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, definitely not the smartest play by Pavin. It doesn't hurt him too much in the fact that it's 5 yards. He mainly wants to use his clock. If he gets 7, he seals the game. So this is a big drive for the young kid Pavin from Yuba City. Let's see what he cooks up here on this 1st and 15.
I'm no math major, but if you predicted the LCQ winner making a run, you're about to double your chances if Pavin can come up with a win here. He finds Holt back across the middle. Torrey Holt, MVP for Pavin.
Yeah, there's that Torrey Holt. It looked like he had that corner route on the rolling outside as well. And KIV is in a dire situation here. If Pavin gets a first down, it's going to be close to sealing the game.
One more.
Look at that Winslow fight forward. That was a play stopped in the backfield, and he fought forward to the 32-yard line. 2 minutes left, Tyler. Game on the line, 3rd and 1.
Here we go. 1 yard for Pavin to secure a spot in the Final Four of the Madden Bowl. Who's it going to be? Is Pavin going to convert in advance, or is KIV going to stand up and get the stop he so desperately needs?
Could this be a $10,000 handoff to Kellen Winslow? Holt in motion. Handoff to Devlin. It isn't even Winslow. It's Devlin in the game. The fullback picks up the first down, and KIV has to use his second timeout.
Oh my God, James Devlin might have just won Pavin $10,000 and a spot in the Final Four. It wasn't even Kellen Winslow. It was James Devlin, the 10-cap backup fullback that never sees his field.
Don't disrespect James Devlin. He was a former player for the Oklahoma City Yard Dogs in the Arena Football League, and he may have put $10K in Pavin's pocket. 1st and 10. Kellen Winslow takes the carry. Final timeout taken by KIV with $1:53 to go.
Yeah, this is going to be 3 handoffs from Pavin right here. KIV, I'm trying to do my math quickly. He might have about 30 seconds less than that, I think. After this play, we'll be able to have a better idea, but it's going to be very difficult. Like I said, Pavin just going to hand the ball off again, hike the ball at 1, and take his field goal.
40 down to 110. 40 down to... it's going to be tight. Yeah, about 30 seconds, depending on how long the kickoff takes. Welcome to the Math Podcast here with the Madden Bowl. 3rd and 9, and Pavin will take a timeout.
I like the timeout right there. Get it down to 1. Don't rush anything. Call your timeout. As you see, he's drinking some water. He's going to think about this, but this is going to be another handoff to Kellen Winslow here. And KIV cannot give up a first down. He's got to make this tackle.
What? And the handoff to Winslow. Talk about a good time, TD, to bring in your social media manager, Sahil. How about the run that he's been able to put on through the LCQ into the Madden Bowl? And he's going to be about 30 seconds away after this field goal from an extra $10K in his pocket. Sahil's getting a raise, ladies and gentlemen.
Shout out to Sahil, man. Pavin said they met in college, which is very interesting. I don't know if a lot of people know their backstory, but super cool, man. Sahil's a good dude, and he's been doing a lot for him, building his brand. And Pavin now, make sure now he does not want to get his field goal blocked. You know, KIV, we've seen some big games. He lost on a blocked field goal. Can KIV potentially get a big field goal block here? Pavin's going to be very careful.
Can KIV channel his inner Boogs? One of our Snickers Moment of the Year nominees. Make sure you vote. Somebody's getting a year's worth of Snickers. 4th and 7. If this goes through, KIV will have about 24 seconds on the clock. It is not perfect, but he did not get the timing. The kick is up, and it is good. Pavin's saying it's time to finish it. He's up by 7 with just a few ticks left.
It's going to be very difficult here. Pavin is in a very good situation. I would just be in like quarter 3 deep, all coverage defense, everyone back. But listen, KIV, 22 seconds. He's going to have 20 seconds here. What does he have? This is the guy 2nd most or 3rd most all-time in winnings. 16 of the last 18 events. Looking for his 2nd belt. But 20 seconds, he's got to go 78 yards to glory to tie the game. It's going to be tough. Let's see what he can do.
There's about 5 people in the Madden world who I'd want to be in this situation, who I thought have a chance to do it. One of them is young KIV. 1st and 10. Pressure up the middle. Pavin brought the blitz. He can't take a sack. He'll throw this one away. How about the heat brought by Pavin to put the pressure on young KIV?
Pavin did the exact opposite of what I thought he would do, and that's why he's in the situation and I'm not. And it looks like here he's going to back everyone off. KIV was lucky to get that off. He's going to have another chance. He didn't get sacked.
3-man rush from Pavin. Clock ticking down. Waiting. Looking. He's going to try to find the cross route. He's got to get out of bounds with Russ. Oh, he's tackled in bounds. A $10,000 tackle from Pavin. And just like that, the LCQ winners, we got them both in the semifinals. Pavin takes down young KIV. TD, what a performance. And how about the clutch tackle?
What a ball game down to the last second, and yet again, Pavin comes up clutch when he needs to. He does just enough.